Ford has added a third Bronco family member recently, though the newest version is not destined for export. Produced only for China, the new Bronco is quite different from the standard formula used to build the nameplate in the United States. While its design may appear like the Bronco Sport, this exclusive China model has considerable differences in structure and technology, making it a different product. The car is not designed for exportation or sale in American dealerships, and Ford recently reaffirmed this position, declaring the model a regional product solely designed to meet the needs and desires of Chinese consumers. One of its strongest distinguishing features, it has a powertrain configuration. Unlike the US market Bronco and Bronco Sport, which continue to use traditional internal combustion engines, the new China market Bronco is approaching electrification in two formats. It exists as a full battery electric vehicle, as well as a range-extended hybrid. The all-electric variant, it's 271 horses, while the hybrid gives 241 horses through a 1.5-liter motor that is employed to charge the battery and improve overall driving range. Both cars are built with front-wheel drive, a dramatic change from the all-wheel drive configurations used by the American variants. Range and capacity of the battery are two areas where the Bronco New Energy excels significantly. The range-extended model has a 43.7 kilowatt-hour battery and offers an electric-only driving distance of 137 miles. With a full tank of gasoline added to the total, the combined total range is a staggering 758 miles. The all-electric model, in contrast, sports a much larger 105.4 kilowatt-hour battery pack and can travel up to 404 miles on a single charge. These measures are competitive in China's growing electric vehicle market and perform a buyer desiring extended range operation with unbroken daily recharging stops. In spite of its foreign borrowing, however, the model's styling language is obviously homage to the Bronco Sport in the application of flush-mounted door handles and familiar proportions. Examination of the vehicle's dimensions, however, reveals it to be cavernously large in scale. Its wheelbase extends as far as 116.1 inches, the same length as the full-size four-door Bronco found in America, and considerably longer than the Bronco Sport's 105.1-inch wheelbase. Its overall length is 197.8 inches, considerably longer than both its American siblings. Those larger dimensions equate to a more spacious interior and greater road presence, which more suitably make the vehicle acceptable for family use and highway driving. Values in China's SUV market. Growing size also translates into added weight. The hybrid Bronco New Energy weighs 5,535 pounds. The all-electric model, 5,800 pounds. To put that into perspective, the lightest Bronco Sport in America tips the scales at a mere 3,500 pounds. Even the off-road-oriented Bronco Raptor, with its heavy-duty construction, tips the scales at around 4,945 pounds. So the Chinese one is significantly heavier. That extra weight can be attributed not just to the bigger battery packs, but also to the stronger chassis and larger body size. Those images from the LiDAR sensor that China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology released do feature an add-on on the roof of the vehicle, a function which Ford still has not included in any of its US-assembled cars. The inclusion of this advanced hardware would mean a suite of high-level driver assistance technology that might be used for semi-autonomous purposes, something which meets Chinese consumers' demands. Intelligent driving aids and digital connectivity are among the necessities for the high-end SUV market. The Bronco New Energy is a result of a partnership between Ford and Zhongling Motors, a strategic partnership that allows the brand to tap into local production capacity and tailor vehicles to suit regional requirements. The arrangement allows for faster response to regulatory changes, consumer knowledge, and technical advancement in the Chinese car market. With this partnership, Ford stands to benefit from the growing need for electric vehicles, particularly in the category of large SUVs, which has seen exponential growth over the past decades. Price positioning locates the vehicle in a premium class, with prices ranging from 300,000 to 400,000 Chinese yen. It is placed in between the level of around 42,000 to 56,000 US dollars. It fills the gap between the full-size Bronco and more expensive Bronco Sport, matching its upscale features, larger dimensions, and electric motors. The price strategy underscores Ford's ambition to make a splash in China's quickly expanding mid to high-end SUV segment, as electric and hybrid vehicles become increasingly popular. This new vehicle reflects a broader industry trend toward tailoring cars to particular regional markets. Departing from the off-road, adventure-oriented ethos of the original Bronco and embracing a more city-centric, technology-oriented brand image, Ford suggests it is willing to reimagine even its most iconic brands. The Bronco New Energy is more than an extension of a line of products. It is a redefinition of what the nameplate can mean in an alternative cultural and regulatory environment. Although the front-wheel drive configuration and emphasis on electrification will not sit well with North American diehards, the strategy is a smart read on local priorities and user behaviors. In China, where the majority of SUVs operate in urban and suburban environments, all-wheel drive capacity tends to be secondary to range, interior room, and technology available within the vehicle. The inclusion of autonomous driving features and extended-range battery systems is a sign of how motor vehicle engineering is increasingly dictated by region-tailored user habits. In spite of its name, the new Bronco model diverges from its American cousins in almost every technical specification. However, it still has a visual and branding identity that is robust enough to leverage the credibility of the Bronco badge. This mix of tradition and futurism enables Ford to compete in the Chinese electric SUV market with a product that is familiar yet progressive. The shift also provides an indication of the way other producers in the future will adjust their global models, creating distinct regional versions that differ more in engineering without losing key brand character. No word has been given on potential adaptation of this model to other international markets. And Ford has even explicitly stated that the Bronco New Energy is solely for China. Thus, its influence may not be so directly seen in the US market in the immediate future. What the technologies, battery combinations, and design takeaways from this model can do are likely shape coming offerings elsewhere, particularly because global electrification trends gain speed. The Ford Bronco New Energy demonstrates how a mass nameplate can change profoundly to cater to the demands of a specific market. With its groundbreaking electric range, big size, advanced driver assistance hardware, and local focus, the vehicle is a unique addition to Ford's global product portfolio. It is a crossroads of heritage and modernization, both a celebration of iconic tradition and a step toward a brighter, more electrified future in a package that will only be savored on Chinese roads.